Today, a beautiful episode focused on moms. Mother's Day will come and go. Maybe you'll do brunch with family, get a call from the kids, maybe open a card or a present, or not. If you get a card, it's quite likely that reading those words of appreciation will bring joy and guilt. Seems to be the nature of motherhood. Sit with me. I'd like to talk to you today as a mom.
Would it be okay if I were to tell you that I am afraid someday? So I call you up and you call me down. Would it be okay?
Well, hello and welcome to the FreedHearts podcast. My name is Robert Cottrell and I'm here as always with
Susan Cottrell.
Hi there.
Hi.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome and connect with us at freedhearts.org. It's the home of everything we do. All of our resources are there, our links to beloved adventures, everything is there, as well as information on Susan's life coaching and counseling that you do. Very limited, but if you'd like to ask us about that, just there's a form that you can fill out or just email us at hello@freedhearts.org, and we'll get you all the information on that. So today we begin a few episodes focused on moms to help celebrate Mother's Day. And I'm really not going to have much of a part in this. That's why I'm kind of overplaying the intro here. I'm not going to have much of a part in this because I'm just going to introduce two parts of this episode. And Susan, you're going to take it from there, okay?
All right. So
first, we have a message for all the moms, all the women weighed down by the Proverbs 31 woman.
Yes.
Do you want to remind us who she is? She was...
In the Bible, you mean?
Yeah.
She was...
Yeah, what that means if someone says, oh, well, that's a Proverbs 31 woman.
Oh,
what does
yeah.
That mean?
She's the one that she spins her own fabric. She lifts her husband up at the gate. She, is up before the sun, making food for her household. Just all these things. She does everything. She plants her own fields. She buys her own fields. She's like the paragon of the hardworking woman, wife, mother, who does everything.
And it's been held up, well, wow. That's
over our heads, we'll never measure up to that.
It's been held up as by the church as the goal, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yes.
Well, she's an amazing thing.
Yes.
She stopped by the FreedHearts podcast studio, which is our dining room, and to clear the record on this chapter written about her.
Yes.
And we're so excited because here she is in her own words. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me here. For heaven's sake, what have you done to my story? Here it is, a beautiful poem, and it's been used as a noose around your neck. It was never meant to be that. You're cooking and canning, washing and scrubbing, up before the crack of dawn, striving so hard to be practically perfect in every way. You're as bad as Mary Poppins. I'm just a metaphor. Good grief. You compare yourself to me as if people are born knowing how to do everything they do. People grow and mature into their roles. We all do. You are growing more amazing every day, but you must stop striving and stop comparing yourself to me, a mythical figure. You're exactly where you should be right now. Don't look at the best in someone you admire who has matured over time and compared that to all your failings. That's a recipe for disaster, depression, shame, and self-loathing. Don't subject yourself to that. You don't deserve it. Now, do you want to know the really worst part of this? I'm not even real. Nope. I'm something someone made up. I'm an allegory, a poem, a tribute to wives everywhere. Did you know that in the Jewish culture, my poem is recited as a tribute to women? Yes, it's like a toast, a hearty encouragement for women of valor. Did you also know that in the Jewish culture, it is the men who memorize this poem, not the women? Because the men recite it as a tribute to their women. It's meant to cheer you on for what you've done, not point out what you haven't done. The last thing this Proverbs 31 woman is meant to do is to add to your burden. For goodness sake, to create more of an unrealistic expectation than you already carry. Seriously now, sometimes it's all you can do just to get through another day. I know. Celebrate the victory it is for you to be where you are right now. When you compare yourself to others, you diminish both you and them, and you give away your power and your joy. Take heart. Take my story for the encouragement it's meant to be. Live from your accomplishments. Don't live for them. That is, live from the beauty and worthiness that you already are, instead of trying to attain or prove those things. So raise a glass of wine to you, woman of valor. You are already amazing, beautiful, brave, persistent, courageous, accomplished. Enjoy the imperfectly perfect you.
Oh, thank you, Proverbs 31 woman, for stopping by. And
you're so welcome. I've
been
wanting to set the record straight here.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Uh-huh.
That's wonderful. So next, Susan, would you talk a little bit about moms and Mother's Day, especially for the moms who may feel like they are a disappointment? I know that. I mean that's you had those times when raising 5 kids, homeschooling 5 kids, and you just felt like you were not doing it right and failing, and my gosh, that couldn't be further from the truth. But a lot of moms out there we know feel like a disappointment. So Susan, would you talk a bit about Mother's Day coming up, and especially for moms who may feel like they're a disappointment?
And I want to expand this just a little bit, that if you're not a mom, that you might take this in for your inner child, because everyone had a mom at some point.
Yeah. And even understand, if your inner child, and even to help better understand your own mom too.
Yes, yes. Moms, would you sit with me here for a minute? Mother's Day will come and go. Maybe you'll do a brunch with family, get a call from the kids, maybe a card or a present, or not. If you get a card, it's quite likely that reading those words of appreciation will bring simultaneous joy and guilt. Seems to be the nature of motherhood. Please, come sit. I'd like to talk to you as a mom. Mother's Day is supposed to make us feel appreciated and sell cards. But it's better at making us feel completely inadequate as moms. Been there, done that? While you clean up from your own big day, you may sit wondering how many ways you've screwed up. I know you. I am you. Worst of all, you probably heard once again about that infernal Proverbs 31 woman.
She was just here, by the way, so she did clear things up.
Okay, good. And with all her endless abilities, good grief, she pops up every Mother's Day like a taunt, reminding us of all the things we've failed to do, all that we can never do, even though we pour our heart and soul into our family. Let's set her aside right now. I think she's cleared that up already in her own words. Today, I want to tell you that if you're loving your children, you're doing a great job. If you're letting them discover who they are, discover their own spiritual world, you're doing a great job. If you're not trying to change them, you're doing a superb job. We've been trained to believe our children's outcome is our responsibility, as if we should or even could walk their path for them, as if they're still 2 years old. Not the case. Unless they are 2, then you better protect them. We cannot decide for them, and to believe we can profoundly wounds them, and it wounds us. God did not tell us to change our kids. Training them up in the way they should go means according to their own bent, their own design. You aren't going to make a writer into a doctor. Those who have tried can tell you how deadly it is. I'm not sure how we got to that place, that loving them well is not enough. FreedHearts has a network of private Facebook groups of moms committed to wholeheartedly loving their LGBTQ kids. Many of these have come from a Christian faith. These are moms who have heard it from their pastors, their extended family members, sometimes their immediate families. They've had to slog through a lot of judgment and condemnation to arrive at a safe place for their kids. I am moved around Mother's Day by how fortunate these kids are to have moms who love and affirm them, sacrifice for them, and have their back. They're as blessed to have us as we are to have them. God calls us to be in our kids' corner, to fight for them, to stand for them. We're caught between that true natural call and the false teaching, the rules-based, non-affirming churches that convey a different message. Trust your heart and trust your kids with God. Trust God to make changes you can't, and trust God to be perfectly okay with things in your children that you may still be working to understand or accept. Mamas, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can simply rest, simply love, because God's got this. God's got you, and God's got your child. You are beloved. You are doing a great job. We love you, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Would it be okay if I were to tell you that I am afraid someday? So I call you up and you call me down. Would it be okay?
You've been listening to the FreedHearts podcast. We have extensive resources and vibrant, inclusive community for you at freedhearts.org. Please just come say hello. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions for the podcast, just email us at podcast@freedhearts.org. Audio engineering is provided by Luke Johnson. The music is provided by our daughter, Hannah Cottrell, who is Grammy nominated. You can find out more about her and her music at hannahcottrell.com. Please share, subscribe, and follow on your favorite platform, and support us if you can. Thanks for listening.
Would it be okay?